Hey guys, okay, hi. Here's my diet tips. I wanted to make this video because we had a lot of new people come into the group over the past week and a half. A lot of it because of the Black Friday sale. It was a great time to buy a program, so a lot of people did. And the first question a lot of people, especially when it comes to people who are wanting to lose weight, is diet. What do I eat? Kristen, tell me what to eat. And the answer to that, unfortunately, is what works for me is not going to work for you, and what works for you isn't going to work for everyone else in the group. So it's a lot of trial and error, and it's something you kind of have to really work on and see what works for you. But that said, I do have 6 tips that I would like to share with you. All of them have helped me achieve my weight loss over the past going on 7 months. So my first tip, I wrote them down. So if I'm looking down, it's because I had to write these down to make the video hopefully not an hour long. So my first tip is, and this is not optional if you're trying to lose weight. I think even if you're maintaining or whatever, everyone needs to do this because you need to be aware of what you're eating, is you have to absolutely 100%, no questions asked, no excuses, have to count your calories. There's just no other way for you to really know what you're eating. I like to use a website called MyFitnessPal, PAL.com. They also have an app, definitely on the iPhone, probably on everything, but I have an iPhone. So the app is wonderful. It saved me yesterday. I was shopping with my father and Christmas shopping, and we went out to lunch because he had a Groupon for a new kind of like Mexican burrito place called Pancheros. It was excellent. But you know, those places are not easy to eat at if you're trying to eat healthy. And what I ended up getting actually surprised me, because what I did was I pulled up my app and I just typed in the name of the place, and their whole menu comes up with all the calories. And one of the lower calorie options that's of something I actually would want to eat was the grilled chicken quesadilla. It was like 600 calories, which for lunch, that's fine. That's not bad. You know, it's definitely the high end of what I would eat for lunch. But if I didn't have that app, I probably would have gotten a salad, and some of the salads are like 800, 900, 1,000 calories if you're not careful. So happy I had a quesadilla and it was delicious. So the point is, you have to know how many calories you're taking in, and we'll talk about this later. You also have to know how many calories you're burning, because weight loss in the end is calories in and calories out. My second point really should be number 1, but I had to talk about calories first. My second tip is do not undereat. Under no circumstance. I would rather you overeat and have a bad day than eat less than 1,200 calories in a day. I see people, because I'm friends with, over 100 people on MyFitnessPal, everyone every day will, share what they ate. There are people who eat like 900 calories a day. That is, you're going to ruin your metabolism, and your body's going to hang on to fat because it thinks it's starving. And you're just going to end up much heavier, not just a little bit heavier, much heavier than when you started. So you have to eat at least 1,200 calories a day. If you're not working out, you have to eat that much. So if you're working out and you're burning 500 calories, so you would want to eat 1,700 calories, and that'll get you to that minimum of 1,200. But there are many formulas and many different calculators on how to calculate how many calories you need in a day. All of your fitness and diet guides that came with your programs, they will have something in it to help you. If it doesn't, although I think they all do, the only one I'm a little uncertain of is Pump. Someone's doing Pump in our group, and 10-Minute Trainer. I'm not 100% sure, but it should be. But if not, just ask me and I can help you calculate that out. How many calories you need to be eating. You also need to fuel your workouts. Like, you can't be starving yourself and then expect to work out for an hour. and still have energy for the rest of your day. So that is the number one thing. No one should be eating so little that they're actually doing more harm than good. My third tip is something that a lot of fit people do, and I will talk about anytime you want to be something, duplicate those who have been successful at it, duplicate their actions. So this is probably the most helpful tip that helped me, because Chalene Johnson, who I love, I talk about her all the time, and I'm a turboaholic. So Chalene Johnson says, jump, I jump. But she was talking about how fit people eat repeated meals over and over. And it kind of can sound boring, but it's actually brilliant. I do this. I eat the same breakfast, lunch, and snacks pretty much throughout the entire week. Breakfast for me, always Shakeology. Lunch, like an example, like this week, because I did grocery shopping today. This week I'm going to be having turkey sandwiches on those like sandwich thins, the multigrain sandwich thins, with hummus and arugula, and I bought tabbouleh salad. So that'll be my lunches probably throughout the entire week. And that'll probably come in around like 400 calories. I'll probably I might throw some pretzels in or something. And then snacks, I bought clementines, so I'll be eating a lot of clementines again this week. But for me to do that, because I'm at work when I eat lunch, and breakfast is I have to have Shakeology for one of my meals, so breakfast will always be Shakeology, and then I'll eat the same lunch throughout the Monday through Friday. When I'm at work, same with the snacks, I'll eat the same thing. Whatever fruit is on sale. And then dinner is what I will kind of plan. I plan my week out in advance, but dinner is my meal that will change from day to day. But I always know, because I'm a calorie counter, that my Shakeology is going to be like 200 calories, and then my lunch is going to be like 400 to 500. And I know I'm going to burn about 400 in my workout, so that leaves me, and I'll have like 100 calories, 1 to 150 in snacks. So I know every day for dinner, so it's 200, 4, 5, 6, 8, 12, burning. I know I have like 700 calories for dinner, which pretty much means I can eat whatever I want for dinner, because very few things that I make are going to come in at 700 calories. So it's just a way to simplify your day. If you eat your breakfast, lunch, and your snacks the same thing for an entire week, number one, it makes your shopping so much easier. And number two, you don't have to think about the calories as much. Just really need to plan your dinner out, and that's it. So my fourth tip is Michi's Ladder, which I posted to our group for everyone to print. It's just a guideline. It's like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. It's just a guideline of foods and where they fall as far as how healthy they are for you. They say if you ate from tiers 1 and 2, and that's it, you would have a perfect diet. That's very difficult for me. So tiers 1, 2, and 3 are what I try to eat out of. And I'm pretty good about it. Not every food on the planet is on this thing, obviously. So, but it gives you an idea. So if you come across a food that you're like, oh my God, it's not on Michi's Ladder. Can I eat it? Can I not eat it? Look at everything else on the list, and it'll fit in somewhere. Everyone's, of course, going to eat stuff from tier 4 and 5. It's unavoidable. But those should definitely be you're kind of more of a treat food, or something you don't eat so much, not every single day. That's it. I just like that. It's a good guide, and you can definitely customize it for yourself. Chalene Johnson, she wrote a book called Push, and in it she talks about, she does a similar system with the tiers, but she does it like a traffic light, like a red, green, yellow, red. And it's really, she says, make it your own personal thing. Like for some people, like a sugar-free Jell-O snack cup, those little cups, that would be a red, like do not eat for some people. Other people, it's a yellow. It's like empty calories, but it's low in calories and it might satisfy your sweet tooth. So, you know, sometimes you might want to customize your kind of tiers for things like that. Everyone's at their own place. Healthy is different to everyone. What's healthy to me isn't necessarily healthy to you, and vice versa. But it's just a good guide if, you know, you find yourself like, I don't really know what to eat. Ask yourself, is this food healthy for me? And what tier would it fall in? And that'll give you your answer. My 5th tip is more fitness related than diet related, but it kind of goes with the calories, is to maybe invest in a heart rate monitor. Mine broke recently, in the past week, so I've been without it, and I have no clue how many calories I can guess. Like today I'm probably burned around 500, maybe 500 to 600, but I don't really know, and there's no way for me to know unless I have a heart rate monitor. So that's really important to know what you're burning so you know how much you can be eating. And then my 6th and last tip is to take baby steps. Changing your diet is very difficult and can be very overwhelming. So I always tell people you have to count the calories, so you have to jump right into that. There's no baby steps with that. Just track what you're eating. Doing that, knowing you have to log it, is going to make you eat better automatically because you don't want to log something that isn't good for you. Other than that, like maybe start with the same meal. Like a lot of you are drinking Shakeology, so that's your breakfast every day. That's one meal you don't even need to think about. So maybe start thinking about lunch. I'm going to make lunch healthier. Or your snacks or dinner. For me, lunch is the hardest because I'm always in the office, and that's when I tend to eat the processed stuff. And it's something I'm still trying to work on. But, you know, focus one meal at a time on making it healthier. And once you get into a routine with that meal, move on to either the snack or the other dinner or lunch, or whichever one you still need to focus on. And that is it. Those are my tips. Hopefully it's helpful. I didn't touch upon cravings, which I know I was asked to. I'm thinking I'm going to do a whole video just on cravings because everyone's cravings are different. But we did, in comments, if you scroll down through the group, we did kind of, you know, throw out some ideas if cravings are something you're dealing with, which absolutely probably is. I know I still deal with them sometimes. Shakeology, though, will help a lot with that, especially if you're craving sweet things. And that is it. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to help. And count those calories. Bye. One more thing. Sorry. Back to calorie counting. Just one more thing. When I say don't undereat, I just want to give an example of what happened to me. A few months ago, I had hit a plateau, and I was eating over the 1,200 calorie minimum. I was eating between 1,300 and 1,400 calories a day, and I was not losing weight. And I'm like, I don't get it. I am working my butt off. I am eating really healthy. I am not eating, you know, I'm not overeating is what I was saying. And what people were telling me was that I needed to eat more. I showed them what I was eating every day and how much I was burning in my workouts. And they're like, Kristen, just trust me, you're not eating enough. And I was like, how is that possible? I don't believe it. But really adding 100 to 200 calories to my day, so I was up to like 1,600 calories a day, the weight just started dropping off. So it's just an example of what can happen when you undereat. Your body just clings to the fat. It's like, oh my God, I'm starving. I'm never going to see food again. And it just hangs on to all the fat. So if you just give your body enough fuel, you have to think of food as fuel, then it will do all the right things. You're working hard enough that your body's going to catch up. But I just wanted to share that actually eating 100 to 200 calories more a day is what helped me bust through my plateau, and the weight really just started falling off after that. Okay, that's it. Bye.